It is now 6:15. Betsy Kling in the house tonight. Yesterday, of course, we had that gorgeous election day weather. Record temperatures yesterday, almost?
Record-setting temperatures, yeah.
Okay. Not today.
And not today so much. Actually, we're still above average, so
Okay.
all the warm weather lovers, you're still very happy. All the polls have said people are still happy. But I will say this, changes will be coming at some point. So when you see this above average forecast continuing, just embrace it, know it, and love it. 73 today's high temperature. That was early this morning. We were back in the 60s for most of the day today. And as far as any weather impacts go, well, we're really not seeing anything immediate. I think we have to push off clear until this weekend when rain moves in on Sunday for any appreciable weather impacts coming our way. Next few hours, we still have partly cloudy to mostly clear skies, but overnight we'll see a few more clouds that start to roll in. Temperatures are going to hold steady right around 60 degrees or so. And tomorrow morning we'll start the day in the 50s, and it will be a cooler day tomorrow than today because we have another shot of cold air that's going to be pressing in. We have started to see some clearing off to the west, still a few clouds hanging on in our southeastern areas, but we're going to go out to the really big scale because there's plenty to chat about. There's all kinds of snow that's going on here in the southwestern part of the country. Very interesting setup for those folks. Meanwhile, you can see that there's a whole lot of rain that is going on in the eastern half of the country. This is much needed rain. And to kind of put it all into perspective with how things are moving, I'm going to plug in here on the water vapor imagery. So this is water vapor humidity in the middle part of the atmosphere at about 15 to 30,000 feet or so. And as you can see, we have two very separate pieces of energy to talk about. The first piece, that one that is causing the snow in the Intermountain southwest, and the Four Corners region is kind of where the heart of that storm is. And once this banner gets out of the way, you'll see that we have just a little bit of these clouds that are starting to sneak into Florida, and that is associated with the northern fringes of Hurricane Rafael. Now, we haven't heard a lot about Hurricane Rafael because even though it slammed into Cuba as a Category 3 storm today, it's also in a very vigorous election cycle, so it hasn't really made a lot of news. But it should be making news. We have tropical storm warnings for Key West and the Florida Keys. This storm, as of today, is projected to go out to the west into the central part of the Gulf of Mexico and is not expected to be a major player in the U.S. However, what will be a major player, that same system that is causing the snow in the Intermountain West. So as this storm system begins to eject into the Central Plains, it's going to be running up against high pressure that we get to take advantage of for the next couple of days. So enjoy it while you can. You can see the rain that kind of starts to move toward the Mississippi River Valley by Saturday at noon. That rain gets here Sunday for us. So we are anticipating those weekend impacts. And just because I can, to put the snow on the map here, you can see we've got some very bright colors. This is in northeastern New Mexico, southeastern Colorado. In the highest elevations, they are expecting anywhere from 15 to 36 inches of snow. Craziest thing is, in the lower elevations, it's all going to disappear in a couple of days. It just comes and goes that quickly. Here in northeast Ohio, overnight, as I mentioned, it's not going to be very exciting. Just a few clouds around. It'll be a little cooler. We'll be in the 50s to start the day tomorrow, but we're going to stay in the 50s through the afternoon as that next press of colder air moves in. This is the high pressure that is moving in your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast. So we'll have a northwesterly wind, and you can see our temperatures hold relatively steady in the low to mid 50s throughout the day. Beyond that, well, we have plenty to chat about in your Union Home Mortgage forecast. High pressure will continue on Friday to bring us some sunshine. Clouds start to roll in later on Saturday ahead of those rain chances on Sunday. I think we could end up with some persistent showers on Sunday, so that's something that we're definitely going to keep an eye on. That clears out for Veterans Day on Monday. We're going to hold above average all the way through the middle part of next week, and then things start to taper back for next weekend into a little bit more timely temperatures for this time of the year.
All right. Well, we need the rain, so we'll take it, right?
That's the way to look at it.
All right. Thank you, Betsy.
You've taught me well, Beth.